Hey friends, it's Makita, and we are on day 3 of the Love Challenge. Now we have a tough verse. We're going to be looking in 1 Corinthians 13. A lot of people refer to this as the love chapter. I was going to do some verses of this later on in the challenge, but we're going to look at verse 5 today. And it says, "Love does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of wrongs." Now, in yesterday's verse, we looked at God declaring that He is compassionate God. He is a gracious God. He is slow to anger, and He's abounding in love and faithfulness. And here it's telling us the character traits of love, which sounds exactly like what God says that He is. And we know that in another verse, it does say that God is love. So He's the very definition of love. And when we think of our human kind love, it has some of these traits, but honestly, in this verse, it's very tough. It's very tough to carry out everything in this verse. It does not dishonor others. Often we see people being very disrespectful to other people just because we have disagreements with them, even just because we have a different color skin than them. And that's not love. It is not self-seeking. I think we all have some selfishness to us, and it comes from a nature of where we want to feel loved, we want to feel appreciated, and we want to feel heard. But maybe sometimes we do that to the detriment of looking at the other side of the coin and looking at how we would feel if we were in that other person's shoes. So maybe sometimes we need to lower ourselves and think about others. And then it says it's not easily angered. It's a tough one because even with people that we love and family members, I'm sure all of you can probably agree that there's somebody that you're thinking of and they really just get on your nerves. You love them, but they really, 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 really get on your nerves sometimes. So that's a tough one because maybe sometimes our patience just wears thin and it's easy to go off on them. And listen, and here it keeps no records of wrongs. Ha! I'm not even sure if this is a human trait that can be done. I know God, He throws our sins and He forgets them into the sea of forgetfulness. It's hard for us to forget. It's hard even sometimes for us to forgive. But we can reach a state of forgiveness, but sometimes it's hard to forget. It definitely is. And I think we need to not be too hard on ourselves. I believe that this is a continuing learning process, and we just have to strive to be a little better than we were, a little better at this, a little better at forgiving, a little better at not being so angry, a little better at not looking only to please ourselves or what it is that I want, and actually look at what other people want. So that's all we got to do. Just keep being a little better at this, and eventually we'll be pretty good. I doubt we'll reach perfection, but as we practice it, we will get a little better every day. I hope you have an amazing day. Much love.